To another solo exhibition, and this one is titled What is Man? At the Art Pantheon Gallery in Lagos.
What is man? A solo exhibition by Tosin Toromade attracts a full house at the Art Pantheon Gallery in Lagos.
What is man is a burning question that has been on my mind in the last maybe 1.5 years. I was trying to create a body of work that would not only speak to people who are art lovers, but something that will impact the general public. Even if you are not an art lover, I would want to create something that would speak to your consciousness and, put you in check. So this is why I came up with this topic. And it speaks to the diverse subject of humanity and in the masculine gender.
The artist is not alone. And it's a question that's on a lot of minds, as the founder of the gallery, Nana Asuma, can connect to this show. This squeeze is something that has been running through her head for a while now.
Someone was telling me, you've gone above and beyond on this show. You've done some things that you wouldn't do. And I said, yes, because this resonates, this talks to me. I have friends who have dropped dead, just due to pressures, to so many things that they cannot talk about. I have people, younger men, kids who have been abused, who are constantly abused, and nobody talks about it. But we talk about the women, we talk about the girl child, we talk about abuse on the part of the women, but nobody talks about the men abuse. Nobody talks about their mental health. Nobody talks about the fact that there is so much pressure on them. So this exhibition actually bears it all for me, and I am 101% satisfied.
The audience can also identify with this visual dialogue too.
It's not just visually pleasing, it's the fact that it serves as an advocacy for men's mental health, especially because that's a subject that we don't really talk about. We expect men to be strong, not cry and all of that, but these works show that in all of this, that men also have a frail inner being. So it's just very beautiful to see.
I'm short of words. It doesn't happen all the time. But when it happens, the way we think it should be, we know. What I'm seeing here, I'm not just knowing him. I've known Toromade for a long time, and he has never disappointed for once. What I'm seeing here tonight, I think I've been blown up. I like what I'm seeing. I congratulate him. The subject matter, the rendition, the storyline, the strength. I'm just proud of my brother this time around.
Tosin's work is pretty impactful. It's kind of dark, the theme about death. It's quite kind of dark, but generally I think it's something that makes you think. That's what I like about it. It's kind of reflective. It puts me in a reflective mood, basically.
Tosin's work, it's very thoughtful. It gives you something to think about. It's like a sober reflection. And then it reminds you to live life. You have to live life because we are going towards one journey, rich, poor, influential. So it's more like live life because all of us are going to end somewhere. And what do you want to be remembered for? What are you leaving behind? Because at the end of the day, that's what's important. Whatever riches we make, it's going to be shared at the end of the day. But what you're being remembered for is what stays. That's what makes you, what's the word, a legend, so to say. So I think that's what the art here did for me today. And my favorite is the one that had the clock on it. I think 10 before midnight. That is beautiful.
So the artist explains more about the works of art that explore this subject.
This installation is titled How Do You Want to Be Remembered? And it's really simple. The titles I have used for these exhibitions are really simple, and it's not different from what I have for How Do You Want to Be Remembered? How do you want to be remembered is a question that I'm asking everybody after your life, after you've hustled for money, hustled for fuel, or you've trained your kids. On your tombstone, do you want people to say good things about you or bad things about you? Now, if people would say good things about you, it will mean that you've done something. you've obeyed the traffic laws, you've treated somebody nicely, you've not molested anybody, you've acted right. And I feel that if we can all act right, the world can be a better place, which is why I have shown images of skulls that are in gold and then the flowers that are in gold as well, to say on your graveyard, let it be that you're a man that produced results, your ideas were rich and all of that. When I was creating this piece, the pieces actually, I wanted to create artworks that would take people back to school. For example, I used very interesting academic colors, more like the triad tones, analogous colors, complementary colors. I was very, very intentional about the planning of this show. You'd find out that even the images that I use are very, very similar. When you see this and you see the other ones, you can tell. You would think it's the same person. So I wanted to connect the pieces together. And then you find out they're not just colors, they are with very strong brush strokes. It's a testament to my longevity in creating artworks here.
With this interesting outing for his second solo exhibition, the Arts Society will be watching to see what more this artist has up his sleeves.